In a low-scoring game, they beat OKC 90-88. George played in that game. Leonard did not. Little crossover, Paul George. Pass thrown away, stolen by Tatum. Jaylen Brown gets inside, triple team. Tice the extra pass. Walker for three.
That first pass is a big one, though, because Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum can get to the rim. But what do they see when they get to the rim, and what is their decision-making when they do so?
Paul George launches a three and rattles that in. His three comes right back out to Marcus Smart. Celtics have started 0 for 6, including 5 3-pointers. Zubac the rebound. Little fake and draws the foul on Tatum.
They rebound it well enough and protect the rim well enough against the Clippers.
Walker close to picking up his second there. And then comes up with a steal. Took it away from George, back to Tice. Tice layup is good. Patrick Beverly and Marcus Smart. Now that's a couple of pit bulls going at it. Paul George.
That's why you love this guy. You can deploy him in any spot on the floor. You want it above the break three, no problem. You get him a matchup with Kemba Walker, he goes right to that post area.
Nice backdoor cut. Good feed from Tice.
After the draft, both guys, though, admit that they were worried that they'd lose minutes to each other because of how similar their games were. Another little known fact, in a recent interview with our own Om Yamasuk, Paul George told them that he had been clamoring to team up with Kawhi since 2017. When he asked for a trade from Indiana, the first team on his list was the Spurs. Now they're actually teammates and have been bonding off the court this offseason with some fishing trips. Plenty of time to talk there, and now they'll look to...
There's been a terrific backup for Brad Stevens. Walker kicks it out. Another good pass. Wanamaker has to throw it up. Can't get it to fall. They're now 0 for 7 from downtown.
Clippers are making that initial pick and roll that they run for Kemba so often at the top of the key very difficult. And I like that. You know, if you're Kemba, get off the basketball and try to get it somewhere else.
Nice double team. Leonard thought he was fouled. And you get the deflection. Paul George fouls Jaylen Brown. Williams averaging over 22 a game. Paul George. Cantor deflects it three.
And Mike, some of the corner threes they've gotten off great ball movement, wide open looks, another good look there.
Paul George. Again, this is one of the better three-point shooting teams. They're perfect. Thank you, Joe. There's nothing worse than an unnatural bounce. Marcus Smart. Oh, what a pass! And then a block. Paul George with the rejection. Can't get it. Rebound and a quick outlet. George a crossover. Ojale with the bump. And it's going to be his first and his second team.
Game?
No. Denver, they hit some. I mean, 0 for.
Oh, for a whole game. What is it?
0 for 22. Wow. Denver in Portland back in 2012.
And he, too, is a guy who has a knack for being at the right place at the right time.
Kemba Walker blocked by Zubac. Here comes Paul George the other way. George drives right into Wanamaker. A block by Tatum. Wanamaker.
A guy who had to go overseas, who played the 3 and the 4 for Pittsburgh. Like, tough-minded defensive program, but I never saw him as an NBA player.
Paul George knocks it down. Brad Wanamaker wasn't drafted back. Goes up the left-hander. Zubac rebounds the miss. But they really rely on him. Paul George. Little stroll down the lane. In Beverly, George, and Leonard. I mean, elite. The other thing that's so dangerous is Harkless. Another good defensive play. Throws it ahead to George. Out of bounds. They have 3 elite close. George kicks it out beautifully. Nobody anywhere near Leonard. A little miscommunication there defensively.
We get the benefit of this look. Oh, that's off his heel.
Was it? That was close. George
Kick
pulls
first.
back. Three-pointer, Paul George. Patrick Beverly drives, kicks back out George. George with a hand in his face. That's a three. Paul George from down. Paul George wants it. He's got Kemba Walker on him. Big height advantage for George. Quickly catches and shoots. And Tice with his 8th rebound. can create for his teammates and help out Kemba Walker on a night like this when they can send two defenders at him. Alley-oop, broken up beautifully by Jaylen Brown.
I think you miss Gordon in a number of ways. He can get them organized. He's easy to play with.
Beverly comes down with it. Beverly, who is a great small rebounding guard. He's got 8 rebounds tonight. George drives right at Tice, gets knocked down. A lot of contact. They let him play on. Tripped. Brad Stevens was yelling at him to pass that time. Paul George, three-pointer. Brown knocks it away. Harrell looked like he pushed him. Brown, though, gets away from him. Then lost it. Constant pursuit. Smart gets a hand on it. And Tice, ball for his, that is Williams, George, Leonard, Harrell, and Green out there for the Clippers. Ball tipped out. First 8 years in the league, he only made the playoffs twice with Charlotte. He can't wait to get into big playoff games for the Boston Celtics. Patrick Beverly hits a three. Big comeback three from Beverly after the
Fella, because I got this one.
Relentless. Just past the midway point here in the fourth. Paul George, nice feed. Harrell throws it down, and it's a 5-point game.
But Tatum didn't fight him on it, so.
Right. George, catch and shoot. Beverly, offensive rebound. Loop. Finds Paul George. Williams for three. Bang! 2-point game by Leonard. George drives right at Tice.
Oh boy, I thought he got away with a push-off.
Beverly, corner three, puts it in. Another big bucket from number three. Won't go. Rebound Beverly, quick outlet to George. George on the drive. Inside Harrell. Banks it home. It's a 2-point game. Williams feed inside. Beverly back out. George for the lead. Won't go. Rebound tipped again and taken by Walker.
Won those, and they hadn't lost 5 games on the year. Would they maybe not play Leonard or George past the minutes? I don't know.
I don't think so. I think right now that the number one thing is George puts up another three, and this time nails it. And the Clippers go up 1. George, Harrell. George kicks it out. Beverly, another corner three. Another one. Patrick Beverly, big shots and punch.
That's a very Chris Paul-like play, right?
Smart. Not that time. George the rebound. Yes. Beverly and Leonard play catch, deflected out of bounds, and we're going to have a foul call. Everybody seemed to stop. They were waiting for a 24-second violation. Beverly pokes it away. Walker picks it up, lost it, picked up by George. And then kicked out of bounds. But it